So, a little disclaimer before we start. At the time I was filming the video, I hadn't decided on a title for it. So, there's one out of two possible intros that would work. And I decided to show you both of them, so here it goes. Hey guys! First of all, I am very sorry for the clickbait title. You know, I don't usually do stuff like this, but this time I had to make an exception. Now, some of y'all might think that's because of my dwindling viewership, but I want to reassure you that that is not the case. In fact, in case you haven't noticed, I recently reached 3,000 subscribers, which I am incredibly grateful for. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to take a moment to address my newer viewers and tell them that they are all welcome here, and just take a seat, enjoy themselves, and don't forget to share a link to my videos to your crush without context. Just shh. Trust me, you know, I know what's best for you. Today we are going to be exploring fanfiction, and not just any sort of fanfiction, only the best of the best of a little website called Wattpad. Hey guys, do you ever just lay awake at night tossing and turning, wondering what would it be like if the purge were real, but also if Spider-Man was your boyfriend? Or better yet, do you ever wonder how your life would change should Lil Wayne adopt you? Or, to put things into a more contemporary context, have you ever wondered how your Instagram feed would change if you ran into and got engaged with internet sensation Jake Paul? Well, you don't need to wonder any longer, because today we will explore such subjects through artfully crafted stories of the most beloved fanfiction directory on the internet. I'm talking about the one and only Wattpad. So, without further ado, let us begin. The story I chose for you today is not for the faint of heart, and in fact, viewer discretion is advised. The fanfiction is called A Ghost Haunting, a Post Malone / reader story, and it explores the many complexities of dealing with paranormal activity while also navigating a budding romantic relationship with famous person Post Malone, who will be referred to as Austin throughout the story, which apparently is his real name. Fun fact. Chapter 1. The Sounds. The hot water splashed all over my naked body and ran down to my feet. The shower is the best place on earth, I thought. The radio was on and sang an old song which reminded me of a summer day. I swayed my body to the slow beat. The little window over my head was my only light. It was grey outside, but there would sometimes come yellow light on the white shower curtain. The sun was slowly rising above California. I was still a little bit drunk, but it just made the moment even more magical. "Is you still in there?" I heard Austin knock on the door. He totally ruined my moment. "No," I said, like I was a little mad. "She jumped out of the window." "No, she did not." Austin's voice calmed down. "She's too fat." I laughed and heard him walk away. "By the way, I haven't found my keys yet," he yelled. They had been gone for a few weeks now. I turned off the water and stepped out of the bathtub. After taking my clothes on and drinking my morning tea, Austin opened the door to my room. "Did you also hear those sounds?" he asked me, like I knew what he was talking about. Like somebody was walking, like dunk, 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 or saying or. "This night," he said. "No," I said and spun around my chair to face him. He reminded me of a little innocent boy. "Maybe it's a ghost," I teased. "I know, right?" He approached me with his phone. "But it's only in my room." He showed me the screen. "See?" I read the title. "This is what you should do if your house/apartment is haunted by ghosts." Was he serious? He seemed serious about it. "Are you serious?" I asked and turned my face to face him. "I'm real serious," he said with that slowly Austin voice. "Please help me." He was so scared, but I could feel like he didn't want to show it. "You can sleep in my bed. I'm not a pussy," I said and sipped my tea. It was still hot. "Are you sure?" he said. "It's really fucking creepy in there at night." He was so adorable, like a little boy. Yes. Why was it such a big deal? He was an adult. Maybe he had played some disturbing game or something. I didn't want to let him think that I thought he was weird, so I simply tried to help him. Chapter 2. Night, Guchirumi. The sun was sleepy. The sky turned purple, then orange, then pink and yellow. "Look at the sky. It's Gucci," Austin said. He had been looking at the view for the past 10 minutes now. I was staring at my computer screen, writing my book. Our apartment was big enough to fit a chubby, smiling boy and an alcohol addict. Oh guys, shit just got real. We had a room for me, one for Austin, and another one none of us used. All our old stuff was in there, and the last time I had been in there was 2 months ago. We also had a kitchen and a living room, which was one big room full of bad bitches with a New Yorker window. We had a view over a park and some tall houses in the horizon. The skyline was always beautiful. Austin loved it and bought the apartment because of the view. I looked up from my computer and met Austin's smile. Then the sky. It looked like something was on fire up there. "It's pretty," I said and continued writing. "I think Emma Stone's once had a dress with that color," he said randomly and pointed. I hummed and read what I had just written. "I'm asleep now," he said and opened the door to my room. "That's my room," I said and closed my computer. I was also tired. "But you said we could switch," he turned around. So he was serious about it all, I thought. "Oh, I forgot. Sorry." I brushed my teeth, got in my pajamas, washed my face, and heard some cave down. The door to Austin's room was thick and heavy. Once I got in there, I opened the window and closed my eyes to the sound of the wind outside. "Night, Gucci roomie," I heard Austin say. "Night," I whispered. He closed the door as I got up and closed the window. It was cold and dark now. Silence. It was too silent. I opened my eyes. There, in the middle of the room, like a shadow, big and completely frozen. Is that a ghost, I thought? I didn't want to turn around. What if it did something evil? I got up and clicked on the white button. The light lighted up the entire room. It was just a pile of Austin's clothes on the chair. "Fuck you, Austin," I whispered, and turned off the light again. I was really creeped out and tried not to open my eyes. But then, maybe 20 minutes later, a strange sound came from under the bed. I opened my eyes and listened. The sound stopped and was replaced with some tunk, 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 tunk sounds. I moved my way to the edge of the bed. As my hair touched the ground, another sound came. But aggressive this time. What the fuck was that? Nothing was under the bed. It came from under the floor. I placed my left ear on the cold wooden floor. Tunk, 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 tunk. Continued with a Okay, I was a little creeped out. I walked out and the sound stopped as I knocked on the door to Austin. "Posty," I whispered, "are you sleeping?" "Yes," he said. I opened the door. "Did you hear the sounds?" he asked and sat up. He was also in pajama, similar to mine, with white and blue stripes. He had bought it when he was in Italy last summer. "Yes," I said and tried not to be scared AF. "It gives me the creeps." I laughed and closed the door. "Can I sleep with you?" I said, like it wasn't a question. "Sure," he moved away so I could lay on the sides, because it was a double bed. "But you're too fat," he teased, so I placed my foot on his nose. "Ew," he slapped my foot, "fat and disgusting." After 2 hours of thousands of conversation, we finally agreed to sleep. For the 3rd time. No creepy sounds were in here, so I could drift away in peace. Chapter 3. Like Ghostbusters. "Morning," he said and tapped on my nose. I opened my eyes and covered my face in the quilt. "Wakey, wakey, we have to go hunt a ghost," he said. I was kinda into ghost hunting now and thought it was interesting and funny. "Give me food," I said and sat up. "No way," he laughed. After arguing who would go down and buy some brunch, I did. I went out, bought some chocolate-ish stuff and bread. Austin's eyes immediately met mine right after I had turned the key around in the keyhole. "Well, hello." I opened the door. "I found all the things we need to hunt a ghost," he said and showed me a pile of trash he had formed on the floor. "Wow." "And I found all the things we need to eat breakfast." I approached the kitchen and made the bread with chocolate. I turned around to eat it when I had washed the knife, but it was gone. My eyes met Austin's and his chewing mouth. "What?" he said after I gave him the look. "You took my chocolate bread," I said and turned around to make another one. "Yes, I did you a favor, in fact," he smirked. "You're too fat." He laughed and cracked voice in his last sentence. Middle school humor level 100. But the worst thing was that he made me smirk. "Well, Austin, 4th grade," I clapped and took a bite. Chocolate, yes. We talked about ghost hunting and what should be tonight, as Austin said with his excited voice. He truly was a little kid. "Okay, so I found the things we need," he said and pointed to the pile. "Glasses, we need to be fast." He gave me some baby sunglasses. Mine were blue and smaller than his. His were some classy ones, but too small to look good. "Wow," I sarcastically said. "And we need a vacuum cleaner," he said and pointed to our old blue, dusty, disgusting, almost not working little vacuum cleaner. I nodded, speechless. Last but not least, he turned around and showed me over 20 extension cords. Oh no, they're going to beat the ghost with the extension cords. He was insane, and I loved it. "Yes," I laughed and did one big clap. "Damn, I'm fast," I said to myself in the mirror with the glasses on. I look ridiculous, but damn, I felt cool. "Okay, so this is the plan." Austin put his phone away. "We'll combine all the cords, or what it is." He pointed to the extension cords. Austin took his glasses off. "Then, when it gets dark, because that's when the ghost comes, we'll plug the vacuum cleaner to one of them, so we can easily start it when there's a ghost." "Why do we need this?" I pointed to the vacuum cleaner and the cords. "So we can suck the ghost inside of it, like in Ghostbusters." When he finished the sentence, a silence appeared between us. "What about the glasses?" I asked. "What about them?" Austin held my shoulders in a tight grip and stared me deep into my eyes with a serious gaze. "We need to be fast and look good," he said slowly and took them on again. Chapter 4. Chinese Food. After putting extension cords into extension cords into extension cords into extension cords into extension cords too many times and combined the vacuum cleaner to it to see if it worked. It did, by the way, in case you were wondering. Austin and I high-fived and went down to eat some Chinese food at the restaurant on our street. Noodles. I don't know if that's what they eat or if that's the name of the restaurant, but anyway, noodles. We walked around in the town and waited for the sun to go down. After buying some clothes and some temporary tattoos with Spider-Man theme, we finally went home. "The door is open, Austin," I said as my smile fell. "You closed it, right?" "I don't know. I think I did," he said and opened the door wider. "Shit. No. I heard Austin say, no. What? It's gone. What is gone? I asked and opened the door wider. The vacuum cleaner and all the extension cords. He got down on his knees like in an emotional movie where someone is dead. And the family members say no. I patted on his shoulder. "No!" He yelled and looked up. I felt bad for him. "Who took it?" I asked and ran my fingers through his hair. He turned his head to face me and gave me the look. It's the ghost." Oh dear. Chapter 5. Sorry. Things was getting serious. When the sun was gone, Austin and I covered our faces in fake tattoos and found some flashlights. So, are you trying to tell me that there were absolutely no drugs involved in the creation of this story? When the darkness had eaten California, we took on our baby sunglasses and opened the door. "Remember to close it this time," I said and took the keys down my pocket. No one was here and it was too silent. We walked down all the steps and down to a little door. It was old and dusty. "Are you ready?" Austin said and inhaled deeply. I closed my eyes and turned on my flashlight. "Yes," I whimpered. He slowly opened the door, but no sound met us. "There is no light," I said. Austin turned his light on and walked right behind me. Dunk. It said behind us. We both turned around, but it was just a door. "Austin," I whispered, frustrated. "Sorry." We kept walking until some stairs met us. I took Austin's hand because the steps were really narrow and tall. It was an old apartment with an old basement and all the spider web hung with dead flies in it. "Look," Austin whispered from the other side of the hallway. I ran over to him, pointing at a vacuum cleaner. Our vacuum cleaner. "Jeez," I whispered and saw a long road of white extension cords. My flashlight followed it. It led us into another hallway. The basement was too big. It felt like someone was looking at me all the time. Let's follow this, I whispered. Our apartment is right over us, I thought. Stop, Austin said. It made me freeze. Here, he whispered. I closed my eyes and tried to focus on something I couldn't hear yet. It is, I said and turned around to Austin. The ghost, Austin and I said. We continued walking, but my flashlight stopped working. No, I said as Austin approached me. What? He asked. It's dead. I laid it down and walked close to Austin. The sound was so clear here. The tunk, 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 tunk. The sound was annoying AF. I think it's in there, I whispered as we passed the door. Austin's eyes were round and big. I had my hand around his arm as I opened the door. Tunk, 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 tunk. The final chapter of the story is simply entitled The Ghost. And it goes like this. Hello, Vsauce Michael here, something said. I could not see anything but pipes, spiderweb, dust, all wooden boxes, and a little lamp on a disc. Austin and I looked at each other, with fear all over our faces. I think that's the ghost, Austin said and walked behind me. Come, I said. Can't we just call Ghostbusters or something? Austin begged. I turned around. It's a movie, Austin, I said and corrected the placement of the baby sunglasses. This is reality and we have to face it even though it's hard. Austin nodded. Dunk, 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 dunk. The sound hit my ears. We were so close. Ah, the ghost said. I walked closer and closer. Grrr, grrr, grrr. Holy guacamole, I yelled as I saw the back of a man with brown hair. He turned around to face me. He had a stone in his left hand. I think he was throwing it in the water pipes. Maybe that was why we could hear it in our apartment. Austin's room was next to the bathroom and kitchen. Hello, Vsauce Michael here, the man said again. Silence. Oh. Is it your vacuum cleaner? I asked. We nodded. I am sorry, I did it for an experiment. Did you know that some of the earliest home vacuum cleaners needed 2 people to operate them? One to vacuum and the other to push or pull the heavy machinery. No, Austin and I said. Okay, but did you know that the Vacuum Cleaner Manufacturers Association said that 98% of households in America have a vacuum cleaner? He asked with round eyes. No, we said again. "Why are you here?" Austin asked and walked closer. Well, he began, "I was having this channel on YouTube and I was really famous and had a lot of subscribers, kinda like what ASMR shitposter has right now. But then people started to like Kevin more, so I got kicked out. Maybe I didn't understand what he was saying. So I got here, but all my money got stolen, and now I live down here." His smile gave me goosebumps. "What are you doing with that?" Austin asked politely and pointed to the big stone in his hand. While they were talking, I looked around. It was nice down here, even though it was hard to breathe, messy, and not clean at all. Colored Christmas lights hang all over the room like in Stranger Things. An old brown chair was in front of a little desk with only a pen and a white piece of paper. "I want to get electricity, that's why I took these," he said and pointed to the cords. "But it wasn't long enough, so I tried to make my own electricity. I made a hole in this pipe because I need water. I was not sure if it was the pipe of clean water or the pipe of poop." "What if it was the pipe of poop?" Austin asked. "I could use the energy in the poop and take the gases when it's rotten. I could make green electricity," he said, a little too excited. "What was your name again?" I asked and took my glasses off. "Michael here," he smiled. Something about him was a little bit creepy. "And you guys?" "This is Austin," I said, "and I'm me." I greeted and shook his hand, which was wet. "Austin can sleep at night because he makes sounds," I said. "Oh, I am very sorry," he said. "Won't happen again." "When was the last time you ate something?" Austin asked. "I found a rat and cooked it in your kitchen the other day when you were gone." "I have the keys to your apartment," he said and took Austin's key out of his pocket. "There it is," Austin said. "How? What?" "He took the keys. I'm so confused." "So you cooked the rat in our kitchen?" I asked. "Yes." "Cool," I said. "We have a room in excess. You can live there and start up your YouTube channel again," I said and patted him on the shoulder. His eyes lighted up, a smile so happy it made me smirk. "Are you serious?" he asked and turned around. "Yes," I said. "There's always room for another roomie," I said. Was I going to regret this? Now, I had 2 kids in my apartment. Michael was so happy. He even gave us our things that he took from us, without me knowing. Some of my dresses, high heels, and makeup. He didn't answer me when I asked him why he took them. "Let's just go up," I said. We went upstairs and fixed the room to Michael. When we were finished, I 5 a.m. all of us fell asleep on the big sofa. Well, that was a wild ride start to finish. If there's any other story you'd like to hear me read on my channel, don't forget to send me a link either on YouTube or on any other of my social media. Special thanks to my patrons for making this video possible, and also to the people starting needless fights in the comment sections of my other videos for generating that level of activity on my videos and thus promoting my content. I see you guys. And to any of my followers who are watching this video before bed, I just want to say to you, night night Gucci subscribers.